guys, it's Katie with Butcher Boy here. Today we're going to talk about a beef tenderloin. These guys are some of the most popular roast and steaks that we sell in the shop. Super versatile piece of meat. I mean, it is super tasty, and it's got a couple hidden things that I'd like to share with you today. So first off, we start off by taking off this side muscle here. This is the part that sits next to the backbone, and honestly, it's full of gristle and just some not super tasty things. So pretty much what we'll do is we'll clean this up. This will go in a grind. It also, if you want to spend the time cleaning it out, the silver skin in there, stuff like that, it makes a really great beef stroganoff. So if you ever want to buy a whole tenderloin, save this guy because you can also use it. But then we're left with full tenderloin. As you can see here, this part is a little bit thicker as it goes and tapers down. This is what we call the tail. This is what we call the head of the fillet. The head of the fillet sits next to your top sirloin. And so it sits right on that hip bone, really. It's super good. It's got good flavor. I mean, you're going to get good flavor out of this whole thing, but personally, in my opinion, this is the best part right here. We've got some silver skin in here that we're going to clean up, just because silver skin is always tough and not super tasty. So we're going to get this cleaned up. Now, if we're doing steaks, we're going to cut this guy down, but today I'm going to show you how to do a roast because we have Christmas coming, and these guys are always super tasty for a Christmas roast. And I want to show you the different kind of roasts that come out of here. So first off, this head of the fillet that we have over here, that is going to be really classically known for a Chateau Briand. Now I know you're thinking probably, what? Because most people think a Chateau Briand is typically out of a center cut. It's actually not true. So Chateau Briand typically comes out of the head, but don't worry, if you're asking us for a Chateau Briand, chances are we're just going to give you a center cut anyways, because chances are that's what you're expecting. And then you've got your center cut portion here. Now that is going to be perfect for a beef Wellington, and the reason why is because that is going to be the most uniform part of the beef tenderloin right there. Now again, this whole thing has great flavor throughout the whole piece, so any piece of tenderloin you take is going to be super tasty. Now I will say, these guys only get so big, so if you're ordering, you know, for a group of 8 to 10, my recommendation would be get 2 smaller roasts. They're going to cook better, they're going to cook more even, rather than trying to cook one massive tenderloin, which you're probably not going to get anyways. So once we clean up this guy here, just going to take off some of this connective tissue. We are left with a whole trimmed beef tenderloin roast. So again, you've got that head all the way down to your tail. As far as this tail portion goes, if you order a whole beef tenderloin roast, we're going to tuck it up like that. That way it's a little bit more even for you to cook. Personally, what we do here in the shop is we take these guys, we wrap them in bacon. So you'll see them in the case every day. We've got a bacon wrap filet tail, which is super awesome. I would highly recommend it. It's at a cheaper price than a filet, but you're still getting that same cut. You're just getting a smaller portion, and it's wrapped in bacon. Who doesn't love that? So, right, if we were going to cut this guy into steaks, we'd go about 2 inches and just start going all the way down. But we're not going to do that. So we're going to split it right at, and just so you can see it, right at where this head kind of starts coming into the main body of the tenderloin. We're going to split it right there. So classically, this is going to be your Chateau Briand. This right here would be for a Wellington. Both are great. Now, with a Wellington, you're not going to want to tie it right because you're wrapping it in puff pastry. So something like that, we're going to leave just like this. That way it's all prepped out, ready for you to rock and roll. On this head, because we do have a couple different muscle groups, not that they're separated out or anything, but they are kind of a little bit. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and give this a tie. And what that's doing is it's just going to help it cook more evenly. So these guys, if you're going to do a tenderloin roast at any point in time, my recommendation is either do a sear or do a reverse sear, because everybody loves like that nice crisp skin, I don't want to call it skin, but almost skin, on a steak, right? So that crust is super important. So what I normally do with these guys is I'll always take the head end of the fillet, because again, I like that part just a little bit more. So I'll take this home, get a cast iron nice and super hot, and I'll go ahead and give it a good sear on all the sides, just kind of roll it around real quick. Again, The most important part of that is just making sure your pan is hot. That's the most important part. Once you get a nice even sear on there, then I normally finish it off in the oven. You can also do like a sous vide and then do that reverse sear that I was talking about. We've had customers do that who love it, swear by it. Always a great time. But take this guy, give it that good sear, stick it in the oven. I normally do about 400 to 425 degrees for about another 10-15 minutes. Now I like my meat rare, so if you like a little bit more well done, go a little bit longer in the oven. But ultimately, you're gonna get a great roast out of that. And again, roast steaks, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Come on down, 530 West Plum Lane. Let us know what you wanna cook and how many people you wanna feed, and we're gonna get you set up with whatever you need, whether that's a classic Chateau Briand or a Wellington roast. We've got you, and of course, we've always got steaks too.